First, he took the starting job as a freshman from the recruited 5-star quarterback Spencer Rattler. Then he transferred to USC along with his head coach Lincoln Riley, and the very next year won the Heisman with over 4,900 all-purpose yards, 52 total touchdowns, and only 5 interceptions. And now, Caleb Williams is currently the projection to go number 1 overall in the 2024 NFL Draft. While another QB by the name of Drake May has been popping up in the race for number 1 overall, Caleb Williams still seems to have the lead in this race. With all this in mind, is there enough reason for teams to tank for Caleb Williams, like they did for Joe Burrow or Trevor Lawrence? Or does Caleb Williams still have some issues that he needs to work on before being considered a future franchise quarterback? Well, let's take a look at the film and find out. When I look at Caleb Williams, the first 2 things I think about include his mobility and his playmaking abilities. This QB is fast. Sure, he may not be the runner that Lamar Jackson is, but Caleb Williams is pretty dang close to it. We have seen many long runs throughout his short college career, being able to be used as a second option scrambler or being used as an option QB. His mobility helps him not just scramble for extra yards or be more usable in a run option play, but his mobility can be seen very, very well while Caleb Williams is still in the pocket. Whether it's to avoid the sack or extend the play, we are constantly shown what he is capable of with his legs. I really like how Caleb Williams is willing to take a hit and fight for a first down, while also being athletic enough to maneuver his way around defenders, even if he won't be juking them out as often as Lamar did. And when Caleb Williams isn't making highlights and showing off his playmaking ability with his legs, he's doing it with his arm. Sure, Caleb Williams can throw a football, but the modern day NFL has a growing number of quarterbacks that could be just as good when they are throwing side-armed, off-platform, or while using only their arm to gather their strength and accuracy, especially with the recent emergence of Patrick Mahomes. Old-time NFL heads might not like it, and scouts like us may not like it, but if it works almost every time like it does for someone like Mahomes, what's the big deal? And that's exactly what Caleb Williams brings. I have seen it all from him too. He has the sidearm passes to get around the defenders, he has the off-balance throws on the run that land to the receiver's hands, and he has the arm talent to get it all done. Is it Josh Allen or Patrick Mahomes level arm strength? No. But it is just the tier below that, and he definitely has the velocity required to fit a spiral into any tight window. Another aspect of Caleb's playmaking abilities is shown while he's in the pocket, dropped back for a pass. His mixture of poise, playmaking, escapability, and ability to feel the pressure around him might be the best I have ever scouted. Not only does he have a good feel for blindside edge rushers, but he shows great ability to step up in the pocket, maneuver out of a defender's way, and throw a great pass, all while keeping his eyes downfield, which, if you've seen my Justin Fields video from a couple years back, shows the difference between the two when it comes to their film coming out of college. At least when it comes to playmaking in the pocket, that is. Justin Fields was a playmaker, but he often turned around completely or watched the pass rush more than his receivers. But Caleb Williams was barely 21 and was able to excel at keeping his eyes on the prize. Even when the pocket is collapsing and he throws the ball while under pressure, he does a good job delivering through the hit he's about to take. And when the ball is in the air, you knew that it was likely going for a completion. Why? Because of Caleb's decision making and accuracy. Caleb Williams is extremely safe with the ball, and it isn't too often you'll find him throwing a very questionable interception. However, his desire for the big play has slightly hindered his ability to throw anticipated routes. It definitely happens, But since Caleb Williams has that playmaking all or nothing mentality, like he's constantly throwing up forwards in Madden, we do see his anticipation take a hit. Looking at the USC offensive schemes, Lincoln Riley made it perfect for Caleb Williams. Caleb is in a rather basic run-pass option style of offense, requiring less NFL type of processing that you may see required in an offense that Drake May is in, for example. However, the offense he's in right now cannot discredit the smart decisions that Caleb makes on a game-to-game basis. Going back to his accuracy, it isn't perfect. He does have his fair share of misfires, but it's still near the top of college football. I think some of his misfires come from his mechanics that could still use some cleaning up, so if any adjustments in his footwork and cleaning up his mechanics can change his accuracy, he can only become that much more accurate. Overall, I graded Caleb Williams a 79.5 out of 105 on my grading scale, earning a top 5 grade for me. Interestingly enough, a quarterback who is an 80 or higher is someone that I truly believe will be a franchise quarterback. So again, guys like Joe Burrow and Trevor Lawrence both got above an 80 on my grading scale. So to me, Caleb Williams is right there, and I absolutely believe he deserves to be taken number 1 overall. I see Caleb Williams similarly to Mahomes in college, actually, with slightly less arm strength, yet more mobility. He may not be perfect, but Caleb Williams could become one of the best playmakers in the NFL. And as soon as the regular season ends, the number 1 overall team should put his selection card in a safe and be happy that their constant losing has led them to the best quarterback in college football.